Celebrities this week, the Hollywood celebrities, of course, in their pretentious selves that nobody wants to hear from or cares for, came out and made this video about police brutality. And I guess it was all the white Hollywood celebrities only. Let's go have a look at this, okay? Because this is literally one of again, of another powerful message from Hollywood celeb. Damn, I'm so sarcastic today. Have you guys noticed I'm so sarcastic today? I have no idea why. It just simultaneously started. But check out this video from the Hollywood celebrities. I have to scroll down to find it. I don't know where it is. Right here. Here it is, guys.
Disability.
So, guys, here's the address. This will solve racism, you guys. The address from the Hollywood celebrities. Here we go, guys. Listen in. Listen into this just truly powerful, woke, and amazing, and so stunning and bold and brave speech.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
Oh, the whisper voice.
Responsibility.
The whisper voice. Okay. Now they're getting serious. They're speaking in the Hollywood whisper voice. All right. Now that's when you know this is serious. This is truly powerful stuff.
I take responsibility.
It's somber.
For every
there's pretentious
moment,
piano music playing.
for every time it was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
Every not so funny joke.
Yeah, like Tara Reid. Sorry. I wasn't supposed to call it Hollywood. Oh, Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, there are a lot of times that Hollywood has actually stayed silent on stuff that they should have, that they ignored, but they shouldn't. You know, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, all the sexual assault in Hollywood that these actors themselves have sort of turned a blind eye to. But yeah, truly powerful stuff. But of course, they're not referring to that. They're referring to God knows what, but. Well, we know they're referring to police brutality that they had nothing to do with, but they apologize, truly apologize. Here we go. Let's keep watching.
Every unfair stereotype.
Every blatant injustice, no matter how big or small.
Every time I remained silent.
Every time I explained away police brutality or turned a blind eye.
I take responsibility. Black people are being slaughtered in the streets, killed in their own homes. These are our brothers and sisters, our friends.
Okay, first of all, there is some truth to that, but in terms of being done by police, that's just not accurate at all. In 2019, only 10 unarmed Black people were killed by police, and frankly, 8 out of those 10 situations were justified. I believe 8. Like I went over these. Okay, I don't know the exact number, but the vast majority of these cases, these shootings, were actually justified, and those that were not, the cops actually faced charges. So to pretend like police are just, but again, even if let's say all 10 of those shootings killings were unjustified, even considering that, just the fact that only 10 out of 42 million Black people in this country were unarmed and killed by police in 2019, it's really just not accurate to say at all whatsoever that there's a mass genocide of police, killing Black people. It's just really not true. As a matter of fact, what the real problem, the biggest threat to Black civilians in this country is actually other Black civilians. I mean, at any given year, there are between 2,000 to 3,000 Black on Black homicides, and that is actually an underreporting of the number because it only includes like single homicides. It doesn't include like group murders, so like drive-by shootings, all that stuff not included in that statistic. But so yeah, to pretend like that there's a mass genocide of police just dragging Black people out and killing them. That may have been true in like 1870, but we're not in the Reconstruction South, or 1880 rather, like post-Reconstruction in the South. It's really not true today. That's just a farce. If these people were talking about Black on Black violence, then maybe they would have an argument. If these people were talking about the 50 people who were shot in Chicago over Memorial Day weekend, then I would actually be on board with this argument. But the idea that Black people are just being dragged out and killed by police as a systemic issue, as like widespread across this country, is just simply not true. And anecdotal evidence, just what happened to George Floyd or a few other people, doesn't mean that that's magically the reality in general, the systemic reality in America. It's a fallacy to say otherwise. So that's absolutely nonsense. I know I've gone on for this tiny little piece of what they said for a very long time. Nerdy Scholar says, I don't know who half these people are. I don't know who they are either. But yes, let's keep watching this.
Our family. We are done watching them die. We are no longer bystanders.
So again, these woke leftists are true that, as Americans, the Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, white Americans, Asian Americans, we are all basically one big family. However, it is the left and it's people like this that are tribalizing us on the basis of race and basically suggesting that You know, we are not allowed to empathize with each other. We're not allowed to have opinions on each other and have opinions about the issues that affect one another because we are not of the same race. So I mean, it is ironic to say we are all the same family when they are the ones tribalizing us on the basis of race. Now, I 100% believe that as Americans, we should all treat each other equally, regardless of race. In fact, I think the only way for America to succeed is for us to be colorblind, because if we're going to tribalize on the basis of race, then how can we have a country where we all live together in harmony, right? But it is ironic to see the people who push ideas like white privilege and say that, you know, no uterus, no your opinion. If you're not black, you're not allowed to have an opinion. Very ironic to say that we're all one family. We need to solve our issues together, because that's just literally contradictory to the actual political narrative that they push. But let's keep watching. You like how I'm just dismantling everything they're saying every 5 seconds? Okay, but yeah, let's keep going.
We will not be idle. Enough is enough.
I will no longer allow an unchecked moment. I will no longer allow racist, hurtful words, jokes, stereotypes, no matter how big or small.
Yes, of course, Jeff Goldblum looking guy. I don't know who that is. But yes, of course. Okay, now, guys, the Hollywood celebrities are going to post on social media about it. They're going to post a black square on social media to solve the grave injustices. Wow, guys, so stunning, so brave. They will no longer allow this. They are now going to patronize everyone on social media about it. They're now going to tweet about it and post a black square on Instagram. Guys, can you believe? Look how brave these woke Hollywood celebrities are being. They are truly fighting for justice, guys. They are no longer going to be silent. So stunning, so brave, so inspirational. You're an idiot. Let's keep watching. I mean, let's be honest. That's what's going to happen, okay? Now the celebrities are tweeting about it. They're using, you know what? I'm tweeting to this about my 1.5 million followers. Now I am no longer a bystander against racism. Yes, I am truly an inspirational figure. These people are so full of crap. And they are so full of themselves and so full of crap.
To be uttered in my presence.
I will not turn a blind eye. Going for a job should not be a death sentence. Sleeping in your own home should not be a death sentence.
Playing video games with your nephew should not be a death sentence.
Shopping in a store should not be a death sentence. Business as usual should not be life-threatening.
Again, this is just not statistically true. If they mention the Ahmaud Arbery, they indirectly mention the Ahmaud Arbery case. But as I will once again say, just white on black violence and police on black violence are some of the lowest statistical amounts of violence in this country. And so to pretend like, even though these individual bad things happen that are bad, to pretend like there's systemic issues in America you would require data to actually back up that point. There's no data to back up that point. So what they're saying is purely emotional driven and full of crap. The reality is, if these people truly cared about saving black lives, which some of us actually do, then they would be very outspoken against black on black violence. They would speak up about the fact that 50 people were killed in Chicago Memorial Day weekend, that thousands and thousands of black people murder each other every single year. That's what they would be speaking out on, because if anything is systemic in this country, that is systemic, not the extremely low amount of white on black murder and police on black killings that happen in this country. Okay? Boom, roasted. Okay, let's keep going.
I stand against hate.
No, you don't.
Stand against hate.
No, you don't.
I stand against hate.
You're so full of crap. All right, like just and look, I love the black and white filters and the way they're talking. And they just I just feel like they just feel like they're so much better than the ordinary person. They're not. All right.
I stand against hate.
I will stand against hate in love. I will make my presence known.
Wow, so stunning, so brave, guys. Where is this? You know, if they'd just done this before, there would be no racism in this country. Absolutely, dudes. Now, whoa, they are really doing something here.
Killer cops must be prosecuted. They are murderers. We can turn the tide. It is time to take responsibility.
Whoa, now they're taking responsibility. Okay, watch out. The Hollywood actors are taking responsibility.
Call out.
They're coming, guys.
Step up.
And they're gonna donate like $1,000 to Black Lives Matter out of like their millions of dollars of salary. Yeah, now they are coming. Watch out. These Hollywood actors are really gonna do something. All right, you guys aren't ready. You guys ain't ready for this. You guys ain't ready, all right?
And take action.
Yeah. So